Morning. So, I've just got in, just done a quick food shop, and I just thought, as I was walking to the shops, I was like, I saw somebody this morning who is a great guy that I've been sub to for a while. I watch now and again because I do watch a lot of stuff. And I just saw something, a little video come out. So I thought I'd share it with you. I have shouted this channel out before, as in shouted it out as a good channel. Um, and Manu's a man as well. And I'm sure some of you may know this channel, or when you go over, you will like his channel. Women as well. So I think I'm going to come on around 2 o'clock just for a quick coffee chat, and I've entitled it. What have I entitled this? The real people. Hi, Miss Chime. The real people will step forward, and you'll get what I mean after, because the real people are beginning to step forward. Hi, Ricardo. I roll the R's, Ricardo, and Red Eye Jedi. Sort of meaning we've had a lot of false people. I don't just mean on YouTube. I mean in the spotlight, and they take it away from the real people, the real creative people. It's becoming time for those people will be stepping forward, and they will get their chance to shine their light, should I say, the real light, not the false light. So I'm going to shout out to this video. I'll play a little bit of it and I'll show you what he's saying. But it just shows you, as I've saying, the whole world's beginning to change and see things that are going on, all over. So I just wanted to share that and a few things I picked up in my supermarket for Sunday, for getting ready for, if it's this Sunday, doing my whole journal vlogging thing, whatever you call it. So yeah, because I'm trying to think, there'll be a few journals I'm doing because I can't keep everything in one book. I have to split them up. It's like I don't want some things in some other books. Some things could be like a ranty journal where you get it all out, but I don't want that in like my positive intention journal because it doesn't need to be there, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So, I'm really tired because I've had a sort of full-on weekend with things going on. Mad but good at the same time, but just a bit tired. So sounds good, Dolly, at the journal. Yeah, someone was saying, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, saying about journals are good for, keeping your mind peaceful, getting stuff out, looking back at stuff and seeing patterns. That's what I was saying, because I do keep journals, but I'm just trying to get the written side of it more out of me, because that means you can rant somewhere and you don't have to put the actions on somebody or something, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Oh yeah, Red Phil Pill. Yeah, I had an interview with Red Phil Pill last night. He came round to my house because he only lives up the road. That was great. We got a lot, but there was more obviously I can talk about. I can talk, but that could be left for other days. I mean, obviously the Really Woke show's coming back at some point, even though that name sounds a bit dodgy now, because apparently there's a movement called woke where people think they're woke, but it's like most of the celebrities are talking about it. So if they're talking about it, their woke isn't actually our awakening, but whatever. So yeah, sure, I'll be seeing Phil again. Sure, we'll be doing things with Phil at some point, because we are on the same level of, not of on, there is no one's over anyone, but I mean the sort of levels of what you're into and what you focus on. The one thing we do agree on is the fact that there needs to be more positivity. There needs to be more positive solutions to things that are going on that can help people, instead of people just regurgitating, outside on YouTube, regurgitating certain movements and certain things, but don't actually see anything going on for the people towards helping those people in trauma or whatever. It's all about healing. So I do think journaling does help you heal, because you need to release sometimes. And that's why I said, when I had that rant the other day, I said to Phil, you can be positive. Doesn't mean you still don't have things going on in your life. And you want to project that to people. And as soon as you have a little rant about something, people want to get on your case like, oh, you're not all holy. I never said I was all holy. Nobody is. Nobody's perfect. It'd be a boring place if everybody was. It's everything. Your life is about learning, and learning from your mistakes, learning to navigate around certain situations. So maybe you don't react to them the way you used to. Let people react to them the way they want to, but it is your story, your life, your film, your matrix, your whatever you want to say. It's so many words that mean the same thing, and that's why we all get caught up in languages and what words mean, when sometimes a couple of words mean the same thing, so everyone gets triggered. Yes, have an open mind, exactly, Ricardo. I think if the thing that's a problem, if you just don't have an open mind to things, let's say I believe in everything and nothing, then, you get a bit stuck. Yeah, that's what I mean. The Antifa lot claim to be woke. Now, we all know what Antifa is. And there's this movement going around now saying woke. And I think it's because, remember, they project what is good. So we're all saying, well, on the Q side, it's the Great Awakening. It's awakening. We do use the word woke, but they're trying to use it back, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So, and then we've got a show called The Really Woke Show. So maybe that title will have to change. But my dad told me about that, and I thought, yeah, exactly. They're trying to swing it. You know what I'm trying to say. They're trying to swing it to their side, so it looks like some people might get. This is where the confusion comes. Oh, I'll start following these people or these celebrities. They're saying they're woke. Woke. It's like, yeah, we're talking about the awakening. You can be woke to certain stuff, as I said to Phil last night. But some people who think they're woke, they're not awoke. They're not awakening to everything. They're just woke to some stuff. Like I've said before, the Tommy Robinson thing. They're just awoke to that, and a bit of the government and that. Like I said, it's not all the government. It's more than that. That'll trigger some people. It's like, oh well, so anyway, you'll see Red Pill Phil's stream when he puts it up, because it did flow quite well. We had a laugh. I think we talked about more before we actually went on camera. We were like, we should have just been filming now. But it was all natural, obviously. Phil is a great guy and he's a Northerner. Hey to the Northerners. But we're all great from all over. So, and I'm in contact with a lot of you from all over and all over the world. So you're all great, fantastic people. I can have an open mind. However, I really don't like that. There are so many different groups focusing and things not sure will help us in the long run. I think it will, Miss Chime, because the things that are going to be brought down in the background, it's going to help people see, especially mainstream media, because they're the biggest propaganda machine out there. So as long as you're doing you can affect people around you. So it's all good. But like I said, I think I'm going to come on about 2 o'clock-ish, before I pick Little Legs up. I'll tell you a funny story about what he was going to take to school and some lovely artwork from Finn, which I think I'll share with you. But yes, I'll be talking a little about what I'm doing on Sunday, the guy's video that I've watched that I have shouted out before, what he's mentioned, and like I said, the real people are starting to step forward. We want real people. We don't want fake ass people that have masks, because all the masks are slipping. Their masks are slipping, and that's, the actors and actresses and all that, and also real people that you and me may know. It's all over. But like I said, don't forget. I think there's a chat I need to do on actors and actresses and certain people, because it's not everywhere. It's not everybody. People are getting too, like, it's everybody. It's everybody. It's not. There's a big, massive group of them, but you've also got to remember, like I said, they've been blackmailed. Some of them think it's normal because they've grown up that way. So they've got to start deprogramming themselves to reprogram themselves, but I'll talk about another time. Yeah, the apocalypse is brilliant. I mean, I'm like, bring it on. The apocalypse means the thinning of the veil we can see. Not also things in the 3D, but also things spirit world that's always been there, means a lot of things. But the apocalypse it's the end of their world as they know. It's the end of the system. Q and all that is just bringing the systematic, the old guard down, and that's why people are, like, oh, it's getting a bit crazy out here. Well, it needs to get a bit batshit crazy before it gets better. If you're bringing systems down that they're fighting against because they still want them, because it makes them money, man-made wars, man-made this, man-made that, as I've said before, very man-made world, it has to fall. It's not going to fall where, there's no banks. Yeah, the system's still going to be there a bit with new people in, and eventually new solutions will be brought in new ways, or the real way it was meant to be used for the people. So that's where people have got to stop getting triggered. I've heard people say, well, the banking, yeah, well, if we know who's part of it and they're being brought down, but if we still have to have it, it'll be the right way that it was actually intended. What banks used to do with gold way back when you used to give it in at one end and collect it at the other side. But people just want to get caught up in the whole, it's like, think about it, be a critical thinker as well. Our blinkers being removed. Yes, our blinkers are being removed, Count. That's exactly what's going on. It's not called the Great Awakening for nothing. Your rose-tinted glasses, whatever. So the thinning of the veil, there we seek the truth exactly. And it's so multi-layered, as we know. Some will bury their, yeah, Counts, a lot will bury their head in the sands because they don't want the bubble burst. If you've been programmed and had your little life, because some people like the life, you know, it's not hurting people. Some people are still in that. They don't want to know about the bad side, the dark side, even the dark side within. We're all doing it. And this is what I'll be talking about on Sunday. You've got to do like your book of shadows as well, your book of mirrors. You've got to look at yourself. That's what it's all about. And realize. But some people will want to bury their head in the sands and it's going to be really hard for them. Maybe they'll never move from it. But us who know, we're just working on ourselves to be better people. And to come from love. And it's not easy. We get triggered. We're only human as well. Like I've said, I chose a real pill. Yeah, I've chose the red pill every time. I didn't want to at first. I was like, I wish I could go back. But I think, no, I'd rather know. I'd rather be aware. It's about being aware. Yeah, realise 2020 for sure. Love. Yeah, that's what it is, 2020. That's what I said to Phil yesterday, 2020 vision. You know, he's not on the whole thing that I follow, but we have, you know, that great thing of we just want well for people. We want people to stop getting stuck in all the rabbit holes, go down them, but make sure you come up. But realise we've all been lied to. We're all on the same path. But which path do you choose? Real people step forward. They're stepping forward. So, yeah, I've just nearly done a whole chat there. But I'll be back on about 2 to give this lovely guy a great shout out and just to say, you know, you can see it happening. This guy knows. This guy is not sold his soul to the devil, if you want to say that. So, check you all around 2. See you later. Bye.